What's going on, guys? Welcome to the finale of the Barcelona rebuild, part 3. It is an absolute blockbuster. Be sure to smash a like on the video, subscribe and whack on the bell, as today we're going to attempt to win a treble or quadruple. Let's get into it. So guys, welcome back to the Barcelona project. The finale already. I am absolutely buzzing if you can't tell, and it's because we've done such a good job. Now I'm going to have a little recap of what happened in yesterday's video. If you don't want the spoilers, you've got a 4-second warning. 4, 3, 2, 1, right. So, last video, if we go here and have a look, we were able to win the league quite comfortably, considering there were some games that I did throw to focus on the Champions League that we also beat Liverpool in. So we had a sensationally great season with Barcelona, and the only thing that I actually want to win now is the Copa del Rey, because it's the only trophy I have not won at this club that I can win. But I'm a perfectionist. I like to try and chase. Therefore, scrap that. I want to try and win a treble, if not a quadruple, because I've not done it so far. Now, we are still going to stick to our guns. We're using the Hansi Flick tactic that will be available on Josh Daly as well. But if you are interested in getting early access and all of these perks, that is every single tactic I post, rebuild files, set pieces, training, one-on-one tactical help, ad-free viewing, giveaways, so many things. Make sure you go and check out the Patreon, because there is close to 6,000 members and the community is growing every single day. This week alone, we had 9 tactic files and 7 rebuild files. It is nuts. Make sure you go and check it out. But to make this tactic, first of all, we've got to appreciate what we've done here, okay? So, number one, we're not going to do a full tactic breakdown, but I want a little couple-minute segment just to actually talk about how well this is done. I think the actual reason why it's done so well is that it's not crazy different in possession and out of possession. It's a really good way of playing football. I've noticed with it, you can go from balanced to positive to attacking and get a good change in how you play without sacrificing the original DNA, and that really, really works very, very well. Now, looking at the squad we've got some really, really good players. We've seen the team on paper. We know what they can do. The money, we have got close to 200 million, well, more 180 million, which is still a lot of money. I'm going to go into the contracts, which we are going to do together now. Again, the search bar is my best friend this year. We go to the contracts, click this right here. We're into it. Who have we got that could be coming up? So, we are going to have Lewandowski, another contract for him at 38. I mean, I'll take him because it's my last season. Torres needs a contract. We're also going to have, I'm not worried about Tony Fernandez. I'll offer him one. We have got a few contracts to offer out. So let's just do that live so I know that I've done it. So Casado, we're going to go with Rafinha, obviously. We'll give him one. I am going to give Fati one because he's a decent backup. Lewandowski, Torres, and to Stegen, I won't, so I'll let him go. He's only worth 10 million anyway, and I'll bring in a younger goalkeeper to go alongside of obviously Joan Garcia. So we'll right click here, and we are going to apparently not be able to offer contracts, which tells me Lewandowski may be retiring. It used to pop up very neatly. I don't think he is, but I'll go and offer the contracts out, and I'll come back once I figure that segment out. Right, I have figured it out. It's actually Ferran Torres, I think, is causing that issue. He simply does not want a new contract. In fact, I believe Tony Fernandez is also going to be in that category. He is. So Torres actually has agreed to make a move. Now, he has gone to none other than Arsenal. So fair play to him. He wasn't really getting plays. They're going to be the contracts dealt with. Now we're going to go and spend this 180 million. And I'm going to target bringing in defenders because we stacked out the attack last season. We've got good winger options. However, maybe we get someone in to replace Torres, but then we can get Bargy involved. So maybe we don't. I reckon a lot of this money will go on another goalkeeper, a centre-back, maybe a backup left-back. The back line is going to get a big improvement because we've got a stacked midfield, a stacked attack. The back line's a couple of steps behind. I have gone down a bold path here because I've signed a couple of Tottenham players, which is always risky when you're trying to win trophies, but I think you'll agree that Destiny Udogie looks fantastic, and I wasn't after somebody to replace Balde. I was after a competitor, but Udogie was available, he was affordable, and therefore I got got him. The guy looks incredible. 15 crossing, great tackling, very quick on the ball, acceleration-wise, agility-wise, pace, stamina, work rate, composure, concentration, 24. I mean, the guy looks absolutely fantastic. He cost me a bob or two, though. He did cost me quite a fair bit of money, which I'm going to talk about in a second when I show you the next signing. And that's going to be one of my favourite centre-backs in real life and in the game from last year, Mickey van der Ven. He comes in and jumps right into the first team. I wanted someone who's quick to hack play in this style of football with good tackling, good heading, and again, really, it's the pace. The pace is the big attraction here. He is such a good player, and he goes right into the back line, as does Udogie. So 50% of our back line is now Spurs. Some people may be worried, and I'm a little bit worried, but I think we're going to be fine. Cue the last signing. And this one is mainly for you guys on the Patreon if you are going to carry it on. It's going to be Nico O'Reilly. Now, this player is super talented. He cost me 70 million to make it clear, but you have got a 22-year-old midfield, left back, right back, AM, CM. He can play everywhere, and he's got the stats to play everywhere. He's got decent tackling, good passing, good physical, good agility, good jumping, good pace, good stamina, good work rate, good vision, good position, and good off the ball. I'm going to explode. He has got everything you could potentially want. And to be honest with you, I think this was a much needed signing. Now, this is more of a versatility signing. He might get in, he might not get in. He is one for the future. He cost me a lot of money, 71 million. As did, Udogie, 60. I think that's a bargain. 70 for Van der Ven, about average. And we do see some players go out on the free, which were done when I was sort of coming towards the end of last season, which I forgot to mention. So the team on paper has taken a bit of a turnaround. Now, if we go and use the quick pick and go to the best 11, this is going to be it right now. So you've got Udogie, Van der Ven, Cabrasi, Koundé, Joan Garcia, De Jong, Pedri, Firmin, Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski. On the bench, you're going to have Ter Stegen, you've got Araujo, Olmo, you've got Balde, Gavi, Fati, O'Reilly, Casado, Bargi, Rashford, Garcia, Bernal, Fort, Penna. We have got a ridiculous team. Now, this is, in my opinion, a very good rebuild to start things off with. Now, we have actually started some of the friendlies, one of the friendlies, and we have won that 2-0. That game obviously was quite easy against Sint Truden. And the friendlies we've got are reasonably easy apart from PSG. Now, we do have an opportunity to win a trophy that I don't think we've won before, the UEFA Super Cup, in this rebuild, obviously, not in real life. And I do feel we can get that done against Real Sociedad. So we're going to play a bit of this season. We might go a little bit more quick pace this video because obviously we have won this stuff before. And if we win the league again, it's 3 times on the bounce. So yeah, who can stop us? Well, that Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup, was very boring to play, but we are going to win it for a goal thanks to Rafinha. So we'll take it. Positive. Here we go. So we have played a few friendlies, and the only one we lose is actually against Caruxo. We beat PSG, which is a great statement already, with goals from Koundé and Gavi. As they've signed Kenan Yildiz, a very good signing. We beat St Etienne as well. Monaco, we thump, absolute obliterate them, and we win our first trophy of the season. A trophy that I forgot we could even win. So we are now going to go into the league. I'm going to come back when we're sort of down here, a few months in, and we can sort of understand, are we going to be a competitor for the league? Have we fallen off finally? Are my signings going to work? Are they not going to work? Time's about to tell, and you can't hide whatever happens. Well, I think we need to talk because things have not gone too smoothly, as you may look at your screen now. We do beat Real Valladolid in a 3-0 win, then we lose 4-0 to Valencia, the team that in our first season stuffed us 5-2. There's something they know about us as a club. They've wormed their way in somewhere. They've got spies. Something's going on because they can beat us at a flick of a switch. Now, we do get points from the next several games, the next 3 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, but I've noticed a pattern that I don't like to see because we drew against Benfica and lost against Chelsea in the Champions League. So we've not got any points in the league phase in 2 games. The league, we are not looking anywhere near the same strength, the same quality. We're not putting together the same performances, and we are still somehow second and still in for the title. So that's something, I guess. But I mean, to be honest with you, as it stands, we're looking like a very beatable team. And yeah, to lose 4-0 to Valencia, obviously Chelsea are a good team. You know, we can accept a loss maybe against them, but this puts a lot of pressure on the upcoming games. You know, Atletico Madrid, Betis, Getafe, Red Bull Salzburg, Celta Vigo, Levante. I'm going to be honest, from these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games, I want to genuinely, and I'm going to sound mad here, see a minimum of 9 wins. And I'd like the wins to also include the Champions League, because we have got 3 teams here in the Champions League that we should not only beat, but I'll say it, obliterate. We are finally finding our form again, and it's taken a bit of a tactical tweak actually with the defensive line, and this is a good example of what tactic tweaks can do. I mean, this is the first time I've seen my team look like themselves this season. It is against Levante. I'm going to take that into consideration, and you know, you've got to, it's Levante, but the attack and play we're doing right now is beautiful to see. We've scored 3 goals in 64 minutes. It's about to be a 4th goal in 68 minutes. And we have been so off the mark of our attacking side of the game, that right there is very refreshing to see. And I know it's against Levante. I will take that on board. But at the same time, we needed to change something, because the start of that season, I'm sat here not happy. I don't want to see that in Season 3. This man, by the way, take a look at this. That's why you sign him. We've sort of bucked our ideas up in the Champions League. So Red Bull Salzburg was not an easy game, believe it or not. We do win 3-2, so we are going to get over the line. But please, don't even get me started on this. We draw against Ferencvarosi, I think that's how you say that. We draw that game. Yeah, mental. We'll look at the stats of that game in a second. We do beat Olympiacos 3-0, so it's not horrific, but it's not what I was after exactly. And this draw, let's go and see how we actually done. So yeah, I mean, we battered them in overall shots, but even the shots, they're not exactly like... We didn't have loads and loads, did we? So I don't know where that puts us in the Champions League standings. Well, it puts me in 12th place, which, to be honest with you, I was probably expecting worse considering the start. This is definitely still salvageable. We're nowhere near the top. We are, yeah, you know, we're quite a fair few points behind. But at the end of the day, we've still got a chance, and you'll be very pleased to know we are actually still being very, very somewhat competitive in the league, despite a pretty ropey first part of the season. So since that game, obviously, which we had against here, where it was a little bit ropey. Salzburg, before that, we beat Getafe, a point against Real Betis. We smashed Levante. We smashed Celta. We didn't smash Celta Vigo. We beat Celta Vigo. A point against Girona, 6-2 over Alaves. We're also going to go and beat Cordoba, 2-1. So, I mean, it's okay. I'm still not sat here, like, jumping off my seat, but we are top of the league, but Real Madrid have got 2 games in hand, so you'd like to think they're going to win both of those, being Real Madrid, after a humiliating last season. Let's not forget, we won last season and we also win the first season, so they need to turn it up a little bit, and I think they will. Now, what I'm expecting from my team at the moment is we started off not the hottest. I mean, we've still got Rafinha doing great things. He is really carrying the bulk load of this team, it seems. He's doing such a splendid job. But I mean, there are a lot of players that are chipping in with performance. Udogi's been really, really strong, as has Firmin, as has Lamine Yamal. But they're just, that start to the season, I don't know if it's complacency, whatever it is, we just didn't really get there. We didn't really start it right away. So the next games we've got coming up are a little bit more challenging. We're going to have Real Madrid, which, you know, we play twice in a couple of games. Never nice to see. Obviously, we've won the Supercopa before, but I would like to win it again. I'm not going to say no to a trophy. But the league win is actually probably more important, because if you could say to me, Josh, you can either win the Supercopa or the league, I'm obviously going to choose the league. So, yeah, we're going to play a few more games and see what happens, because We've still got in the Champions League Sevilla. That would be hopefully a win. We have got Frankfurt. I'd like to say if we need to win these 2 games, because inevitably I don't think we're going to beat City. If we're dropping points to, this side here, I don't see us beating City in the Champions League this early on. I just hope we improve like we have been for the rest of the season, and we can forget about the start, because that is what we need to do. Right, we are going to claim the Super Copa again this year. So that's now 2 times in 3 years. We beat Real Madrid finally this year. Now, I will say, obviously, we had that spell where we were playing them twice very, very shortly. So as good as this is, I just hope we have won that league game as well. Because as I said to you, I want to win this trophy to say that I've won it again. But the actual league win is, if not as important, probably a little bit more important. Well, the Champions League, we are going to be in 16th place. Now, yeah, things have not gone too smoothly in the Champions League. I'm going to cover it shortly. I have lost my head. So this is what has happened. So we drew to Sevilla in that sort of section of games where I said we need to win this so that we can obviously get bailed out, when we play City. If we don't beat Frankfurt, we might actually go out of the whole thing. Now, apart from that and 1 loss in the league, everything else has been exceptional. We beat Real Madrid 3-0 with goals from Yamal, Udogie and also Samu, which is really, really good to see. We beat Sevilla in the league. We beat Leganés in the Copa del Rey, which is incredible news because I want to try and win that. And we obviously win the Super Copa. But as it stands, despite being second in the league, now tied on points almost with Real Madrid bar 1. We're doing very, very well in the other cups. We've won the Super Cup. We've won the, did we win this? What is this one? Okay, we have also won this. So we have won already 2 trophies, 3 trophies this season. Super Cup, the Intercontinental, and the Super Copa. We're still in for a shout in the league. We're still in for a shout in the Copa del Rey. But my Champions League confidence is about the same level as... I don't know what to compare it to. I don't even know what to compare it to. I don't think we're going to do that well in the UCL this year. I'm not feeling it at all. But I guess I've got to carry on, stay positive, see what happens. And yeah, let's go in and see what happens after we've done all of these games. Because by the 26th of January, we could be waving goodbye to the UCL competition. And then it is full pressure on the league and the Copa del Rey. And I will go for the lot. Well, we did not beat Frankfurt, but we did get a point. And we also got a point against Barcelona. And I believe we have just about scraped through into the playoffs. We have. Now, to be fair, we done magic in the first season from the playoffs. So I never rule this team out. I never rule the team out. But it has been awful. Marseille, 100% win rate throughout the UCL League phase. They are on a mad one. And I mean, we're down here at 18th. They're in first. But it's not all been negative, don't worry. Because we progress in the Copa del Rey against St. Andrew. A bit of an easier team, not an easy one to say. And we absolutely thumped them, I'm going to be honest with you. And I need to show you the stats of this game because I've not seen anything like it this year. I mean, we were absolutely all over them. Now, I will say the downside to this is that we actually don't keep a clean sheet. We do go 3-0 up there. Even Ansu Fati's on the pitch. I think that says a little bit about the sort of opposition we're playing. Udogie is going to find Fati again, who... banter aside, actually playing really well this game. Olmo finishes a 4-0 lead in 40 minutes. And, yeah, but we don't keep a clean sheet. We are going to see Sergi Garcia running at the entire backline, going alone and striking. And, fair play. I mean, it's a big moment for their club. And, this might not be as big of a moment as it is going to be another goal conceded. Bargy goes through. And do you know what? It's nice to see him actually get involved a little bit. He's not been blessed a load of game time. And, yeah, this doesn't help their cause at all, really. I mean, it's one of them which, I'm not proud to concede. When I say it doesn't help their cause, the backline have not had the best game today. Defending against a team like this, I expect a clean sheet, but I guess the 6 goals sweetens the blow a little bit. And them stats I need to show you. Close to 60% possession. Close to 40 shots. I mean, I know we're playing a weak team, but can you imagine being the rival fans here, just watching wave after wave of Barcelona attack? I mean, at least we progress, but what a set of stats. As for the league, we are still, you know, we're second. We've got a game in hand. If we win that, obviously we're 1 point off again, so nothing's actually changed, to be honest, in terms of the league place. If we go down and look right now, we drew against Real Valladolid. Apart from that, we have actually been really strong in the league, so we're doing our job quite well. Of course, the stressful thing now is we have got Champions League to deal with because we have progressed. We're still in the Copa del Rey, which is actually quite an essential thing for me to win, and we'll definitely be playing that final live if we get there. Now, teams that are left in the Copa del Rey, obviously you've got Real Madrid, you've got, I believe that's Atletico Madrid. It is Atletico Madrid. You've got every big giant left, and to be honest with you, I don't think Celta Vigo are going to beat Real Madrid, and I do not believe that Almeria will beat Atletico. So this is going to go down to the wire. Let's get into it. Right, so as expected, yeah, the Champions League, I'm not even going to go into detail. We have been knocked out by Frankfurt. We simply have not been the same team in the Champions League. Now, part of me's, like, annoyed because I'd love to sit here and say I want to win a treble that consists of the Champions League, the La Liga, and one of the cups, right? But also, we can still have a good season, and I'm actually, you know, I'm thinking positive because we still can come out of this and win, you know, quite a few trophies here. Let's not get that twisted, okay? So we look at the match day right now. We're second in the league. We have dropped some more points here against Athletic Club, but the league is still winnable. We're only a couple of points behind Real Madrid, but we have got Girona literally tailgating us. The rest of the competitions, now, we've already won two. We've won the Supercopa. We're still in the Copa del Rey. We're in the title race. We could walk away from this right here with 5 trophies. And that would be a very, very good last season. So I'm going to keep my head down. I've been looking at some of the stats and, like, we're not playing bad, guys. I mean, we're playing very well. We're scoring over 2 goals a game. We've got a 91% pass completion. We're conceding under a goal a game. We couldn't do it in the Champions League. We clearly aren't cut out for it this year for whatever reason that may be. So we're going to really try and push on now, get into a latter stage of that Copa del Rey, and we need to try and win it. We need to try and win it because it would be magnificent to actually win that, win the league, win the stuff that we already have won, and put together a successful and dominant last season. The Champions League's done. I've won it in this rebuild. I would have liked to win it again. I'm going to move on, focus on the task at hand, and that is delivering a good remainder of this season. We have got the job done here against Atletico Madrid. Sadly, it's got the bug where I can't show you the goals, but as you can see from the top right, we lost the first leg in that cup, which was not ideal at all, but we bounced back with 2 goals in the 72nd and 76th minute. So 2 goals in 4 minutes has pushed me through to the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid, which obviously is bang, big blockbuster, loads of action. Now, in between those games, we've been okay. We've been okay. We've not been great. We've not been awful. I'll go and show you exactly what has been happening around the grounds right now. So you can see when I say we've not been great, it includes the Frankfurt result. Then a loss to Athletic Club. Then obviously Atletico Madrid. They got a point off us, obviously, in the league. We lost the first game. We bounced back and we win in between. We're sort of having a similar spell to what we've had at the start of the season. So the end of this season, genuinely, not just saying it to try and, you know, keep you on the video, it is honestly blockbuster. Like, we have now got everything to do in the league, because in the league itself, we are now 4 points behind Real Madrid. I'm not sure if we play them again in the league. We do. We play them right towards the end. So there is 2 massive games in here against Madrid. A final and an away leg in the league, which could swing the league. I'm going to play all the way up until that Madrid game, then we're going to go over and we're going to see what we can do in that Copa del Rey. But from now until then, we need to win pretty much every game, because Madrid are not taking a foot off the gas. We need to deliver big So then, the Copa del Rey final, and I can tell you something right away. We are keeping up with Madrid in the league. We're a point behind, and we get to play them again. So we are really putting the pressure on this team right now. They were dominating for pretty much 60% of the season. Now we have finally sort of caught up with them. We've got a chance here to win a trophy that we have never won in the Copa del Rey, and we're going to try and take this chance with two hands. Very interestingly, Firmin has made the final lineup. He's actually been playing a lot better than what Gavi has this whole season. We've got a set piece here with Rafinha. What's he going to do on the ball? There's a ball back stick. Cabrasi's going to be there. I tell you what, Yamal hits it and it's gone in. No assist. That is one of the better goals we have scored this year, and some way to start it as well. A 1-0 lead in 3 minutes, and a goal that I imagine the last thing Real Madrid would want to see, because we have been somewhat better when it comes to defending over the most recent games, but I'm not here to jinx myself. But that is a way to start a game. 1-0, 4 minutes, we go, we take it. In fact, end the game here. Well, there is a highlight, and Trent has got the ball back into Shinemi. Schlotterbeck with the ball. What's going to happen? Well, they're going to try and play around us. It's a ball over the top into Jude Bellingham. These are two Spanish blockbusters going head to head, given everything to compete. Bellingham takes on his man. It's a great bit of play. Might be a goal. It's off the post. Rebound season could be here. Trent is going to carry on the development down the right-hand side. Little cut back into Shinemi. Plenty of space on the ball here. Taken on his man. He's gone all the way back to Keller, which is an interesting player. Correos, very good real-life player. Into Camavinga, into Bellingham. There is so much going on, but it's a great challenge from Koundé, and hopefully that is that highlight put to bed. Is it going to be? It's not. It carries on. We're going to keep on commentating because I've got a feeling something might happen, and it's gone through his legs. It's a good clearance. And are they still going to have the ball? They've signed Schlotterbeck as well, by the way. Plays it out wide into Shinemi. It's a good bit of Madrid possession, this. I've got to be honest and just say what they're doing, and they're playing some good football. He cuts past, that's outside the box. Outside the box. I know it's Madrid, there's corruption all around. That's not a penalty. You've seen it, I've seen it. We can all see what's going on here. That is never a penalty. If it is, I might, do you know what, I'm gonna write a complaint. That's not a penalty at all. It was outside the box. Thank you, referee. And do you know what, book him as well, because he said it was a penalty. Get the cards out. Trying to sort of manipulate the game a little bit. I don't like it at all. It's an absolute joke. Another highlight. This game is proper in your face. Udogi, De Jong, Lewandowski, down the left-hand side. What's he going to do? Nothing. Offside. Okay. That was all that hype for nothing. Well, we're sort of playing some negative football here, right? Because we are not attacking anymore. We already started on balance. We got the early goal, and I'm just sort of trying to test my luck out. There was no highlight there for about 20 minutes, and I'll happily take this scoreline. So we're just being sensible on the ball. We're building up from the back. We're not rushing to attack, and I'm hoping that might actually frustrate them, and we'll get one chance and we'll take it and go 2-0 up. Udogi down the left-hand side. That is a booking. And get the cards out right now. I don't even want to see. If there's not a yellow card given here, yeah, thank you very much. Is he injured as well? Because if he is, I'm going to be livid. He's not injured. We can carry on playing. Disgusting from Real Madrid. Another highlight before this half ends. And I would love nothing more than to go into this sort of second half with a goal advantage. So please do not score Madrid. This will easily be the last highlight. Camavinga is going to find Bellingham out wide. Plenty of space. He's going to take on his man. I don't know how he has got so much pace. He goes alone, puts it past the post, and that should be the end of the first half. Just about holding on here. Just. Scrap that. There's still a highlight. Second half is still in play. Schlotterbeck on the ball is going to play it into Correos. A ball into Camavinga. They're looking lively, Madrid, but that's the end of the half. I needed that to come because we're getting a little bit leggy. Well, already a Madrid highlight in 47 minutes, and I tell you what, I have to make a decision here. Do I go cautious and try and hold on? Do I stay as I am and ride my luck? Or do I go positive and try and get another goal? And at the moment, I'm leaning towards positive because we're getting battered and I can't watch this anymore. We need to make changes, I think. So I'm going to go positive. I'm going to try and get a foothold in the game. That's an interesting camera angle because we simply aren't doing it. And I'm also got to get some fresh legs on in about 20 minutes because we are getting battered. It is highlight after highlight. They're going to have a set piece here. Koundé had to make the foul. I don't blame him for the foul, but it's led to a goal. And it's been coming. I don't blame Koundé individually. We've not been good since that first goal went in. And now we're going to stick to the positive style because we can't be this negative team for much longer. Already another highlight though. So hopefully a quick rebound goal will be beautiful here. They're wasting the time there, ref. Have a booking. Hang on a second. Koundé back to Cabarrasi. Come on, a little bit of build up here. Into Van der Ven, who's been brilliant since joining, by the way. Into Udogie on the ball. Running at the back line. He's going to go alone, maybe a little ball inside, and it is going to be a in there, man. A bounce back right away from Lewandowski, and that is a good job we went positive, because if I stayed unbalanced, I don't think it would have happened. So let's see if we can hold this lead while I'm positive, and the subs are still going to come on in the 70th minute. What's happening here? Schlotterbeck into Correas, into Schlotterbeck. This has been easily one of the best games I've played live on camera. Easily. Bellingham down the left-hand side, little cutback. He's got it. Why did he go for goal? Let's get the subs on. Subs are coming on right now. Not instructions, tactics. Pause the game. None of this going on. Right, Samu is going right on because I need some good legs on there. We are also going to bring none other than Gavi. We'll get him on. We will also bring on the likes of anyone feeling a little bit leggy? Yamal's feeling leggy. Rafinha's playing worse than Yamal, so let's bring... In fact, can Yamal play on the left? I don't really want to bring on Fati for this. I might stick with the wingers for now. We have got obviously Bargi. We have got Fati we can bring on. Udogie's on a booking. I'm not going to risk that. I don't want any red cards. So 3 substitutions, a bit of fresh legs on the pitch. Let's see what that can do. It's a highlight to Madrid in the 68th minute. Bellingham down the right hand side. He has switched wings back into Bellingham. In good clearance, well out. I like that. That's incredible. Where is Samu gone? Samu, mate, you want to start working a bit harder, son. Put a challenge in. Oh, Bellingham down the right hand side again. That's a great ball in. It's a good header. That is a world-class save from Joan Garcia, and we are clenching to hold on to this game. And more subs are going to come on in around about the 75th minute. In fact, I might shoot the gun a little bit early here. I'm going to get subs on because this has been such a close final. We are now going to bring on Bargi. We are also going to bring on... In fact, let's just calm it down a little bit. We could bring Olmo on, that is a shout, but I'm going to keep a bit of the experience on at the back and in midfield and see if we can hold on, because this game has become a Madrid festival. We have got a set piece though. Frankie de Jong on the ball. Take your time with it, son. There is no rush. No one's waiting. Just take your time. Nice. That's good. Oh, it's a little bit laggy. Something happened there with the game. We can say that. Pedri on the ball. Somehow wins it back into Pedri. Hits it. It's wide of the post, but I don't hate it. Run the clock down, ball out of play, and yeah, we survive another 10-minute spell. I'm breaking the game down like that. Oh, then a few minutes left, and I tell you what, I am now going to go cautious. I'm going to make the decision to go defensive because I don't know if we deserve to win this game at all. But you know, you tactically outsmart them, you win games. That's what happens, and that's what we've done. We've been very good with subs, tactical changes, and we are going to be your Copa del Rey winners, which is massive because I have not won this trophy before, and we are going to soak in the trophy lift, but the job is not done because we still can win the league and make it 5 trophies in one season, as we've got to soak this in, really take this moment in. This Barcelona team over the last 3 years have done nothing but impress me. We've been great tactically, business-wise we've been great, we've been good as a team, we've adapted, and this moment right here, this is one to remember. For me, the viewer, yous back home, this is going to be in incredible moments, but the job is not done. And what a moment that was for the rebuild. I mean, it is finally been won against Real Madrid, and they collapsed in the game against us. That is now twice we have beaten them by a 1-goal deficit in 2 games. We know how to hold on. So we have done everything our end. We have beaten them in the league when we need to do so. We beat Real Oviedo 4-0, Real Sociedad, Sevilla. We have beaten everyone. We also went on this mad run where we needed to apart from a very potential league-costing draw away to Alaves, the question is, have we won the league? Yes, we have, by 2 points. So that is, in 3 years, 3 La Liga titles, which is absolutely incredible in my opinion. A really, really good return from a very, very well crafted rebuild, if I don't say so myself. A really, really, really good rebuild. And for the last season, we have won the La Liga, the Supercopa, the Copa del Rey, the UEFA Super Cup, the Intercontinental Championship. Yes, we don't win the Champions League, but I am buzzing with that. We have created a monster of a tactic that, of course, if you're on the Patreon, you get this early, super early, because I've not even made it into a main channel video yet. So another Patreon perk for you boys and girls. And what a save file for you to carry on, as I mean, the team is absolutely incredible. I don't know if it's going to work if we filter by the best 11 at this stage of the rebuild. Sometimes it bugs out. It doesn't bug out. You've got Joan Garcia, Koundé, Cabrasi, Van de Ven, Udogie, De Jong, Pedri, Firmin, Liamau, Lewandowski, Rafinha. You've got Stegen, Araujo, Olmo, Samu, Baldi, Gavi, Fati, O'Reilly, Casado, Bargi, Garcia, Rashford, Christensen, Bernal, Penna, Hector Fort. This team has surprised me in a positive way. And I mean, to wrap up in style, 21 and 19 from Rafinha, Lewandowski 17 and 4, 17 goal contributions from Samu, proving he can replace Lewandowski when he does retire, which I think will be any second now. A very, very good 3-part rebuild where I think we have rebuilt Barcelona into the best team in Spain quite clearly, and we've won a Champions League. Dynamic, very good. We love to see that. And you know what? If you are going to carry it on, you've got 160 million. You've got a club that's just won 5 trophies. You've got a world-class 11, a world-class tactic. And let me know what you have thought of this rebuild as we wrap up a 5 trophy winning season. Incredible. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and get ready, because tomorrow we start another project at Manchester United. We're not slowing down. Be sure to be there. Whack on the bell. Let me know what you thought of the rebuild in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.